They come with a grin and a fake little plan. Fast money talking, a borrowed van. Say just trust me with a shiny lie, but I see the spin when they dodge my eye. You work too hard for a bag like that. Paid every bill, came up from the back. Ain't nobody selling you that trap. Not on our watch, we cut it right back. We read the fine print, baby. We hear the sweet talk clear. If the promise sounds too hungry, we say nah right here. Say as of nay, we don't play. Hands off your play. Say as of nay. Say as of nay. Break that chain. Keep your name. Say as of nay. They dress up fear in a tailored suit, make you chase a life that don't fit you. Grind all night and sleep when you die. That's just a smile with a razor inside. We know the signs in a paper trail. Big talk cracks when the numbers fail. We tell the truth, we call it plain. No gilded cage, no hustle chain. We read the fine print, baby. We hear the sweet talk clear. If the promise sounds too hungry, we say nah right here. Say as a man, we don't play. Hands off your pay. Say as a man. Say as a man. Break that chain. Keep your name. Say as a man. If they want your soul for a shortcut fee, tell them, not here, not over me. We protect the old school dream, earned by hand, not sold by schemes. Say as a name. We don't pay. Hands off your pay. Say as a name. Say as a name. Break that chain. Keep your name. Stay as a name. Shut it down. Say his name. They call it SaturYAY, huh? Whole crowd grinning like they got the scoop. But the same old pitch keeps circling back. Same promise dressed up in a better suit. Ain't nobody seen proof since way back when room went quiet. Still selling soon like it's already here. Still feeding hope on a recycled diet. We seen the signs, we read between the lines. If it sounds too clean, then it's got hooks inside. We in it to win it. We in it to win it. Watch the fine print. Read it, then read it. Don't fall for the shine. Don't fall for the grin. We in it to win it. We in it to win it. They keep the lights on, keep the caption sweet, keep the table set, but the feast ain't real. Every webinar smile, every victory chant. Can't turn air into gold, can't make fake feel sealed. So they say done deal. Ask where the receipts at, ask who got paid, ask who's still waiting. But truth don't need a mascot, truth don't need hype. Truth stay loud when the room go dark and it cuts on time. We seen the signs, we read between the lines. If it sounds too clean, then it's got hooks inside. We in it to win it. We in it to win it. Watch the fine print. Read it, then read it. Don't fall for the shine. Don't fall for the grin. We in it to win it. We in it to win it. Pass the word, pass it round. Save your friends from the poor. If the dream needs pressure, then the dream ain't full. No more blind faith, no more empty cheer. We shine a light on the setup, so the next one hears. We in it to win it. 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 Watch the fine print. Read it, then read it. Don't fall for the shine. Don't fall for the grin. We in it to win it. We in it to win it.
Karma's a bitch.
Queen of Karma.
Hello, everyone, and how are you all doing today? I hope that you're all doing very, very, very well. And I also hope my sound is okay. I have been having some audio issues over the last 48 hours or longer. So I hope that I am sounding okay. Okay, I sound good. Yay! Yay, we may have fixed everything, at least for now. I'm actually on a microphone, which might be why I sound better. But it might have been a good thing. Maybe the sound issues forced me into getting better audio. Who knows? We'll have to see how it goes. Hey, Salami, I'm glad you're here. And Barb, thank you so much for letting me know. I was playing the songs like, well, I hope this is working and everyone can hear them, until Barb popped in and said, yep, well, they're good. I was like, all right, thank you. And Joe, good to have you. I'm glad that you could make it. So, we have some new people on the channel. We are growing in subscribers. Thank you so much, everyone. But since we have some new people, I just thought that I would spend a minute letting everyone know what is this scheme that we are talking about today, in case you've never heard of it before. By the end of 2021, OnPassive became everyone's favorite scam on my channel. And the reason for this is because they have quite the CEO and owner. His name is Ash Mufara, and this quickly turned into a cult of personality surrounding him, where they worshipped him very much like a god. Now, the man never does anything he says he's going to do. This thing began in 2018. And even in 2021, he was telling them all that they had 50 products that were a done deal, but nothing ever got released. And they were unable to do anything to sell products. They weren't really able to recruit much. Eventually, by about 2022, recruiting really slowed down. And in 2023, Ash actually stopped it altogether. And this is because the SEC came after him and filed a suit for $108 million, alleging that he was running a pyramid scheme and had ripped off about 800,000 people worldwide. It was a $97 to buy in, and it was supposed to be an AI business. It was one of those suites that would help you run your business, but then once you got there, your business was actually just selling this business. You know what I mean? They even banned people from being in other MLMs if they were going to be in this one, which doesn't make much sense based on what they were. And they did eventually get a back office and release a few products, but it didn't last very long, and they were never sold to the public. They were just kind of there for the members to use. And Ash Mufareh was last seen on October 21st, 2025, when he came live and did a webinar. But despite all of this, they are still going strong with their marketing. So basically, every week we get together. It is because of this scam that we call ourselves the Sayers of Nay, because they were calling us naysayers quite often. Marty DeGarmo especially called us that. Rest in peace, Marty. Marty passed away October 1st, unfortunately. And it was right after he was actually booted out, along with Robin Noble, who is doing Lev AI and GGC with Larry Lane. So, basically, we get together every week to kind of have a little laugh at the scam's expense and to discuss how crazy it is that they are still marketing and still kind of trying to recruit, even though nobody can really join right now. They had moved from OnPassive into a Victory with Ash platform, and they were told they had 10 days to 100 days, to sign up 10 people. And that was over a year ago. At the beginning of the month, they announced that this was going to be the month when everything was going to start happening, as they've announced almost every single month since we've been covering it for the last 5 years. Yes, it has been 5 years of this, and we have basically watched them live go from being a wannabe MLM company to almost being an MLM company to crashing and becoming just a cult of personality at this point surrounding Ash. There are lots of fun characters in this thing, which is why I think it's very, very popular. A lot of people describe it as a scam full of lol cows, whatever that is. But I think we should just get into it. If you are new, there's lots and lots of content on my channel that you can go watch about them to learn more. You can actually watch everything from when I started covering them up until now, if you have 5 million hours that you want to put into it. But it just seems to keep on going and going. So every Friday, we kind of get together. We do a little shindig with lots of different fun segments. And we talk about how crazy it is that it just keeps continuing. Even after the SEC shut down, they won't let it go. All right, they are here to save humanity with their AI, whether the SEC or God can stop them or not. Joe, thank you for being a member for 61 months. Just don't forget about us old timers. That's right. That's what caught our attention about this thing as well, is although it's a technology scam, which usually tends to prey on a younger generation, they are preying on an older generation here, which we're seeing a lot of lately. You got a free government colonoscopy. For new people and for me, can you explain why you have I in a pyramid? Yes, because I talk about cults and scams. And it's kind of the the symbol, the symbol, the all-seeing eye symbol. The symbol of truth, especially if you speak out about things like this. That's insane that it's been going on that long. For real, it actually really is. The Illuminati, that's right, we're in the Illuminati, Joe. Hey. So let's just get into it. We're going to start off, of course, with everyone's favorite segment, which is the Victory with Ash meme review. Heavily promoted on social media, especially Facebook, in tons of different Facebook groups. I think I'm in like 10 to 15 of them. They're constantly coming with the memes. Yes, every time I think we're going to run out, they come with more. So here we have Victory with Ash. Victory with Ash is more than a platform. It's a community built on courage, loyalty, and faith. We rise together. It's interesting that they chose a picture of pyramids with a flag at the top for that image, just saying. We grow together, hand in hand, and then we win together with a trophy. Rise, reset, refocus. Hashtag rise, reset, refocus. Hashtag victory with Ash. And we just got a bunch of random people. Who knows who these people are? They're apparently the people they're going to prey on in future because they look quite young. And as we know, there aren't many young people in this thing. But I mean, this is a pretty typical ad for them. And I do have to say, if I saw this, though, I would think religion. Okay, I would be like, this is a religious organization. Victory with Ash. I would not be thinking, oh, this is an educational platform. Because allegedly, Victory with Ash is the bridge that's going to take them to their next business. They just got to learn a bunch of stuff first. So here we are. I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. I'd like to buy the world a Coke, as long as it's a Coke. Or a Pepsi Zero. Ew! I can't stand Pepsi Zero. Tastes so like blah to me, I'm just saying. Here we have VA. Victory with Ash. Nice little heart there. Victory with Ash is where people rise, reset, and refocus, in case you didn't get it in the last one. And build, apparently, the life they were meant to lead. It looks like those are all supposed to be different sentences, but apparently not. Rise, reset, refocus, reline. Ooh, reline. We're realigning. I'm just saying. It looks like the old Coke ads. It kind of does, doesn't it? All of these do. They have an old school ad feel to them. Here we have Victory with Ash. Star Boys. The Star Boys really bringing it. We have KYC, AI. We all belong to Ash, sir. Oh my. Well, that's... I don't belong to Ash. Do you belong to Ash? I don't. That's a little worrisome. We all belong to Ash, sir. Waiting for. That's it. Just waiting for. There's nothing else. He will come very soon and present his future plans to us. Hopefully, we will be entering the next chapter very soon. In other words, things are happening soon. Very soon. Those who have not completed KYC yet, please do it quickly. I am sure you have time. Just saying. This is a 70s pimp. He does have that look. The purple's not helping. Wannabe Prince over here. It's YTP Anand, I guess. Who's that? I don't know. I don't know. They got a lot of randoms. Here we have Mr. Ash Mufara, CEO, with that lovely picture of him with his thumbs up. Gotta love it. Victory with Ash, empowering success. Your journey to victory. We haven't reached victory yet. We got a nice little heart there. I think this is supposed to do like a magnifying glass effect. It just makes everything look blurry. I don't know. Again, I don't know what I would think this was. Probably a hiring agency. If I just saw this on social media, on Facebook, I was just scrolling and I just saw this image, I'd be like, they're a hiring agency, not an educational platform, I don't know what to call this. This is just Ash posing. And then giant Ash. I don't know. It's off. I feel like he's super, super tall here. But I don't know what to call this Ash. Like, he's just kind of in a black suit. He doesn't really have a weird pose. He's just a giant. A giant if you look at everything in the background, you know? Why is he so tall? I've got nothing. Same. That looked like Impractical Joker's pose. Oh. There you go. Ash as the Joker. The Joker after he stopped being a clown. Whoa. Sorry. He went from like smiling in this image and looking normal to just looking so angry here. Like, what is this? Victory with Ash. I love you, CEO Ash Mufara. It's a lot of, I love victory with Ash. I love Ash Mufara. Love is a strong word to me, but what do I know, I guess? I've only been married for 13 years, and I'm a mom, but maybe I don't know much about love. My name, Tawhidul Islam. Mr. Islam, we call him, because I have no clue how to pronounce that first name. I just butchered the heck out of that. Right? It does look like a mugshot. Like, I don't know why he looks so bad here. He's just so angry. He looks like he's about to snap out. And it says, dream, believe, achieve. Together we grow. Together we win. Grateful for your leadership, inspiration, and the opportunity to grow with you. And then it's his signature on the bottom there. Because even though he introduced himself as my name, Mr. Islam, from Bangladesh at the top there, you know, he had to sign his name at the bottom to make it official, I guess. That's obviously him on the left there. And then Angry Ash. And we often joke, I don't know if Ash ever sees these images and then is like, why did they choose that one? Because if someone did an ad of me like this, that's what I would think. I would be like, why did you choose an image of me looking like completely upset? All right, I look angry. What's that about? Why? Here we have Mr. Mana. And I'm not sure what most of this says, because it's in a different language. But I do know that at the top it says, God is great. Work and love is worshipy. So that's kind of fun. And then it says hashtag victory with Ash and a bunch of hashtags. And look at Collins Mana just smiling away there. AI, bald, Collins Mana. He just looks so happy. He looks like a guy that could come and fix your computer, right? But don't let him fool you. They didn't use a capital G. Uh-oh. The Lord's name in vain. How dare they? Fake Christians. I don't know why it says 143 there either. I don't know why the random number emojis are there, but I don't know why a lot of this is here. So, hashtag OnPassive. Next mission complete. Thanks all founders. Did we miss it? We must have missed it again, damn it. What do you mean next mission complete? Thanks all founders. We were on a mission. When did it get completed? Are you all learned up now? The educational platform's done. You've learned. You're moving on now to the over the bridge to the big, bold, beautiful dream ahead. What happened? How did we miss it? I don't think anything's complete here. It never has been, and it never will be. Because even when they released OConnect and they were all using it, like they were like, it's still not done yet. We still need to work on it before we sell it to the public. But it was really because they were having issues with their merchant. And they owed Amazon a bunch of money for their website, so it was being shut down. Here we have Ram Chandra posting up, and he says, Chris Johnson, Sir Bill Musk, Sir Red Redfern, Sir John White, Sir Julie Ma'am, Sussy Ma'am, Mike, Sir Bill Williams, all members, where are you? Don't you do webinars? Oh, and I'm like, oh, poor Mr. Ram didn't get the message. Because they were told not to hype this thing up. That's right, for the first time ever, an MLM was telling you not to spread hype around and not to talk about it. They're all supposed to just wait patiently and silently. But don't worry, we still have Red Redfern doing his usual live streams, and they still pop up every once in a while. But we only hear from, like, Chris, Susie, who I'm assuming is Sussy Ma'am, and Julie, who I'm assuming is Jolly Ma'am. I'm like, Jelly's ours. What are you? You know? They don't really pop up anymore unless Ashmufara is asking them to deliver everybody a message. Then they pop up and they're like, hi, we're here for a webinar. Haven't seen you guys in a few weeks, but Ashmufara wants to deliver a message. It's like a once a month thing now, you know? But they used to do daily webinars with updates and to keep the hype going. And poor Ram here is like, where did you guys go? What's going on? And it's like only the people that really are depending on AdSense that are continuing. And it seems like people like Red are like, I don't really care if I piss Ash off, okay? I need a live stream as much as possible. But even Sherry and Red lately have not been streaming. Yeah, Sherry hasn't streamed in a month. I'm so sad. All right? I don't know if anyone cares about me anymore. I'm not being told every day that I'm important and special. I need Sherry to come back. You know? And Red, we have one live stream that he's done since we have seen each other the last time. So, starting to slow down. Joe says, I just want dancing diaper robots. Me too, Joe. I'm getting very upset with Bill Must here. Where did he go, right? OnPassive Updates came to say, alert! So you would think it would be something important. And they say, yesterday, Mr. Dillon, sir, clearly spoken for VWA dashboard. Your team matrix are now open for bonus and other work. Soon your revenue window will be added at your single dashboard, like OnPassive. And I'm like, well, we didn't need an alert for that. But thanks, I guess. Also, where did you get this information from? Mr. Dillon seems to make up a lot of stuff. Or people seem to misinterpret what he's saying. Something's going on with Mr. Dillon. Because this is happening a lot. I don't think you're going to be making any revenue here anytime soon, because this is not supposed to be a business. And that's because Ashmufara has an 8-year director's bar on him. But he pretends he doesn't, and everything is fine. But, you know, this is just a free educational platform until they open to the public, allegedly, in future, whatever that means. Megan hasn't done a video since she told me off. I know, Joe. You might have ended Megan. Then they came back a few days later and they say, good old OnPassive here, May 18th. As of May 2026, there are no major newly released commercial or product updates announced directly by the company today. And I'm like, well, thanks. Thanks for letting me know. I mean, I could have probably guessed that. I just assumed that every day. Unless you show up with new information, which doesn't happen a lot unless it's made up, it seems. But thank you, OnPassive, for letting us know. We'll just assume that all of May, there's no major newly released commercial or product updates announced directly. Okay? Thank you. Later, OnPassive Updates showed up to say, Dillon, sir, very active nowadays. When has he not been? When has Gerstmann or Dillon not been active? Like, really, though. He is one of the ones that just keeps going. He's like Indian Red, you know? Be ready, guys. Keep watching your dashboard. Notification or pop-up could be seen shortly. Could be. Some founders failed their KYC. So let them together. Whatever that means. Just let them together. Let them die together. No, I'm just joking. Probably not that. But, you know, just let them together. Just make sure you don't fail yours, I guess. It's very important. They keep trying to bring back the KYC. This week, there wasn't much hype about anything in particular. So some people were like, are we still doing the KYC thing? OnPassive, different than OnPassive updates. This one's just OnPassive, right? Comes on May 19th to say, OnPassive reached a legal settlement with the SEC, Securities and Exchange Commission, regarding its operations and multi-level marketing structure. And I'm like, yes, that was quite a while ago. It was we've been known that, wow, you guys are really pulling at straws for things to post about, huh? When you gotta bring that up. Just saying. Was it a multi-level marketing structure? I feel like they described it more as a Ponzi scheme structure, but what do I know? Somebody is using translator, and it is a bad translator, right? Several of them are, I feel. We need Ash Bufara to release his translator. Yeah, that was going to be a thing at one point. It was going to translate in video in real time. Like, as the person was talking, it was going to translate. And I went into great detail about why that would never actually work. Anyway, especially with like an AI computer system. We won't do that again. The next day, OnPassive updates came on to say, failure and success is the part of our God. I think he's blaming God for a lot of things that God's not responsible for. But anyway, it doesn't mean you should give up. If God, this time he capitalized God in the first one, and then he capitalized the whole word in the second one, Joe, has given opportunity, we should give our 100% faith. OnPassive is a chance. We have due some patience. I'm like, I don't know. I think you've had enough patience since 2018. I don't know how much more patience you can be, but sure. Blame it all on God, I guess. Which to them, maybe that is Ash Mufara. So there is that, I guess. Just don't ever give 100% of your faith into anything. All right? A healthy sense of skepticism is good. Especially here. Victory with Ash, BD, Bangladesh. Santosh Biswal came on to say, sometimes the blessings we search for stay distant only because we stop believing they can still happen. Keep faith alive. Better days often begin the moment hope returns. Hashtag victory with Ash. So there you have it. You know, don't stop believing that this can still happen. All right? If you keep your hope up, then this has to happen. That's how law of attraction works, you see? And that's what we're depending on here. Not facts, not past behavior and how it can predict future behavior or pattern recognition. No, we're not depending on any of that. We are just depending on faith and hope here at this point. You know? Just say. I am doing voice to text for people talking about sports transcripts. One of the first biggest problems is how AI doesn't know how to spell names. It takes the best guess and needs to be pre-trained. Right, and another problem is that you can't really translate in real time word for word. A lot of languages are kind of like backwards, like French. You know, it would make sense if you translated French in an English sentence structure, just word for word as someone was talking. Because oftentimes French, the verbs and everything is like changed around. It's like backwards, if you will. So it wouldn't work out. Like, you just can't do it. 200 hours running continuously to learn every player for Cleveland Browns. Holy. What a weird thing to ask it to do. But I mean, if you're using it to talk a lot about that, then yeah, I guess you would need that. Just the Cleveland Browns, really? Mind you, I'm in Canada. What do I know, right? What do I know? And yeah, English actually is one of the hardest languages to learn. And again, to translate, because we're backwards, if anything. All the other languages have a different way of speaking, and everything's kind of switched around. Like, there is no way for AI to do that with every language either. Like, it just won't work. But Ash swore that he would do it. But don't worry, just keep hope and faith, and it will happen, I guess. Here we have a peace sign image. Peace, everybody. Looks like they're like doing weird squats. They're about to do squats. We got this random dude in the blue suit in the front here. Still don't really know who he is. We have Ash Mufara on the left. We got John White in his yellow suit there. I don't know who the people in the back are, but they have a poster in the back that says, "Teamwork makes the dream work." And isn't that just something that's on every single sales office floor? As someone that's been on a few. WTF, that's right. Weird image. Weird AI version of an office that doesn't exist. They have no office right now. Here they all are getting on a helicopter that's sure to crash. I don't think it even seats this many people, but anyway. It even says AI robot on it. And then hashtag victory with Ash. We got the blue suit guy again. We have Ash. I believe that's supposed to be Chris Johnson in the trench coat. A little worried about that, but anyway. And then John White, of course, with his golden suit. But please do not get on any helicopter that is called AI robot. All right. All right. I know that Sunwing just went down, but don't get that desperate. Because you have less of a chance of getting there than you did, or what was the name of the place that went down? I don't remember it right now. One of the airplane places went down. And now they fired a bunch of people, actually. Very not cool thing that happened. But don't take this helicopter instead to your destination. Less of a chance of getting there. All right, AI robot is just worrisome. I'm also worried about the technology they got going on in the window there. That's not going to drive us to anywhere other than our deaths. Look at this AI of Chris Johnson, though. Who does he look like? He looks like an actor or something. I can't put my finger on it. It's like the AI tried to merge him with somebody's face who I like partially recognize, but it's bothering me. It's bothering me. The pilot looks like a nice dude, though. I don't think it's his fault. CC. Maybe it is CC. It's got a little bit of CC in him. You know, I didn't make this, though. So who are they making AI of? You know what I'm saying? Like, who? It looks like partially familiar. And I'm like, that's not Chris Johnson, though. Definitely not. And also, Ash is like so tiny. Why is Ash so tiny here? He's either super tiny or he's a giant. There's no in between. Whoa! Got a lot going on here. We love it. Here we have Dubai International. You're at the Dubai International Airport. Hashtag victory with Ash. Hashtag OES. Ash Mufara. Victory with Ash. We got our usual suspects here with some extra people added in. And it says, congratulations. It's going to change all of our lives. CEO, Mr. Ash Mufara. Trust our CEO. Stay positive. That's right. Toxic positivity for the win here. At least they're actually at a real airport this time, though. I will give them that. Yes, take a real plane. That one looks more real. Still looks a little off, but more real than the ones we usually see AI make. So there's that. Here we have AI robot. Victory success. Powered by AI. AI robot. In case you didn't get it, it's AI robot. And he's floating there. Him and the trophies just kind of floating in front of everyone. This guy made a lot of images. He really likes this version of Chris Johnson. But I like how the AI robot's flying. That's nice. Victory with Ash's laxatives. Don't take that before you get on an airplane. Trust me. Here we have another office with a different robot. And this time they are actually all holding the trophies. Although John White seems to be a bigger winner than everyone else. 2026 Victory with Ash Championship winner. I don't know what championship they were in. So, I don't know. And we have Gersminder here this time. Is that Bill Cosby? I hope not. Run. Don't get on a plane with him either. That robot is floating in air. He was. He was. Be a winner. Be a winner. That's my favorite. That's one of my favorite songs. It makes me laugh because it sounds like he's saying wiener at points, and it's great fun. Man, I really do miss when they used to sing the songs themselves, you know? Instead of all these AI songs now. AI's really killed the music industry, even for the MLMs. Look at that. Here we have Ash Bufara in a bubble. Maybe he should stay there. Maybe he's stuck in there, and that's why we haven't seen him in a while. I don't know. But it says Victory with Ash, 1 million globally. So once again, we are claiming to have 1 million people in this thing somehow. I don't know how, but, you know, it's an elite group of 1 million people globally. Only the creme de la crop of the world has joined this thing. And then in the computer screen here, it says, with Ash on it, totally different Ash, by the way. I don't know, it must have been recorded earlier. And it says, viral moment, celebrating global success. And he's in this little bubble with the AI drones flying overhead. A lot of people cheering. It looks like this one couple of these people, though, they're trying to pop the bubble. They're like, fuck this guy and his bubble. And they got their pointer fingers out. I agree. Pop that shit. He's got a big enough ego without actually being in a bubble. Or 1 million O coin. Ah, maybe it is. They've made 1 million O coin globally. I don't even know if O coin is carrying over. And I don't believe that's even been discussed. I just thought on it for a moment. I don't think anyone's even asked. They were trained very early on not to ask questions, right? Hello, Violet. Good to see you. So there was that. Again, I don't know who these people are, but we got a group of people here with Ash. They must be the tech team that we've never seen. Victory with Ash. Rise, reset, refocus. Your path to personal and professional victory starts here. Awesome. Victory with Ash is a private membership community, with 1 million people globally, built for individuals committed to growth and excellence. And then it says Victory with Ash in our community on the little desk plate. And it says clarity, free direction, growth, build skills, community, connect and collaborate, and victory, achieve your best. That's what it says, achieve your best. Thank you, Violet. I'm very, very glad it's good. One community, one mission, your victory. My victory today is that the sound is good. Their victory is that they make AI memes. And if I saw this image by itself, I would think that they were lawyers. That's what I would get from this. Oh, this is a lawyer's office. And they must be offering help to the community. I don't know. It doesn't give me educational platform. It gives me, we're having a meeting with a judge. Maybe one of these guys is the judge that Ash said he hired. Remember that? You know? We will win by stopping him. That's right. This one reminds me of the old stuff they used to post. Founder! OnPassive! Good news! Quick update. And we have Gersminder and Ash with their arms cut off. Also, what is with the stretching of this? It's like stretched out all weird. And the color scheme is crazy. It's craziness here. Lord, what is this? Oh, that's the lawyer that sent the Dear There letter. Must be. Makes sense, Joe. They sent that Dear There letter. Then they went to a rave. And they brought Gerstmanner with them. That's what this gives me. Here we have Mr. Gouda! Mr. Gouda. We couldn't do a meme review without Mr. Gouda. You know, he always comes with the memes with his hair and mustache. Boom! Start! VWA Ash Mufara. And we got that weird thumbs up image of him where like the hands are all weird. One of them looks mini almost. It's weird. More 70s attire. That's right. Whole thing gives 70s right now, I guess. But, you know, I gotta love Mr. Gouda with the mustache. I'm glad you like him, Violet. We needed some SaturYAY. Some SaturYAY tunes. It looks like what DMT sounds like. Don't they all? Don't they all? And here we have Just Because You Can't See the Change. Believe in what we don't see. Believing in what we don't see is what will make the difference in your life. You know, Santos. Victory with Ash. And then at the bottom, my favorite part is that for some reason it says, reduce, reuse, recycle. And then it says, a greener future together. And then together we create a lasting impact. And I'm like, not with AI, you don't. They obviously got like an environmental template and then they forgot to change some of the words or something's going on here. But I don't know. I loved that it was like reduce, reuse, recycle with the recycle symbol. This is my favorite meme. Favorite one in a while. Also, just because you can't see the change, I guess that's what they're telling themselves. You know, we can't see it, but it's happening. I promise it's happening. You can't see it. There's no progress to show, but things are definitely happening behind the scenes. Change coming soon. You know? Believing in a victory you will never see will create victory? Yes, apparently. That's what they're saying. Ash's Recycling Center, right? Loading change. And lots of AI. And that is it for today's Victory with Ash meme review. But we are not really done with memes, you see, because there were quite a few video memes that we need to go through that were quite interesting. Yes, more AI Ashes. I do hope that one of the Victory with Ash acolytes presents just how much wealth will be easily attainable in all 180 worldwide currencies. Me too, Stricardo. Good to see you. We need to know, you know, because rest in peace, Marty. Who's going to take his place? Who? We need someone to. So let's get into these videos, shall we? There was this view.
Khalifa, we're here. Yeah, dancing in Dubai. This is incredible. Party time. Let's go. Yeah. Dubai, you ready?
No.
Dancing, living, moving. The world is ours. Yeah, we're on top of the world. Burj Khalifa. Let's go, everyone. Feel the music. Yeah. Keep that energy up. Amazing.
Little horrifying. Little horrifying. Also, what if I told you that you're not actually at the top of the Burj Khalifa anymore? Yeah, Muhammad Kamal was the reason why that office existed. So it crashed and shut down August 2023. It's been gone since. So I don't know what you want me to say. Thank you, Violet, for the $14. I appreciate you. What in the actual... I know. It's creepy. It's creepy. And since it's so short, we'll just play it again. I like to play these short ones twice just to give you a good idea, you know?
Burj Khalifa, we're here. Yeah,
Look at the way it moves. It's so weird.
dancing in Dubai. This is incredible.
Also, I like how they're both saying this, but only one voice is happening.
Party time. Let's go.
Party time. Excellent. Sorry.
Yeah. Dubai, you ready?
No.
Dancing, living, moving.
Yeah.
The world is ours. Yeah, we're on top of the world.
Yep.
Burj Khalifa. Let's go, everyone. Feel the music. Yeah.
Good music.
Keep that energy up. Amazing.
Yeah. Keep that energy up. Amazing. Party time. Keep the energy up. All right. It's amazing. It's amazing the energy that they keep up. Gotta love it. All right. The next one. Gotta pull it up. Give me a second here. Alrighty. Here we go. So we got this ball of chain that's apparently your past. It's not really connected to the person climbing up the mountain. But it falls off anyway. And then they pick up this trophy and it says success. And we got Ash just with his finger up like he's like, 1 minute, 1 minute, guys, just 1 minute. And he never says anything. So weird. The ball of chain, it's coming out of his bum. That's not on his ankle. That's out his bunghole. Why? I mean, talk about party time. I hope he's okay. I'm just saying. I'll be out of the bathroom in a minute. You know? I'm just saying. Yes, very much. r/ don't put that in your ass. I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it. So that was a little odd. You know, I got one more for you, I believe. Oh, no, I got a couple for you. I had two more for you. I lied. I completely just lied to you. This one's called Victory. Just Victory.
Yes, we did it! We're on top. Victory is ours. Yes, we did it! We're on top. Victory is ours.
Yeah, it plays twice in a row anyway, so I won't play it again. But yeah, we did it. I don't know what they did, but victory is theirs. Ash was very excited, as you can see. They made him talk again. At least they did use his voice a bit this time, although if I were him, I'd be a little bit angry on that. Like, please do not take my voice and train AI without at least asking me first. Thank you. And now I'm going to show you my most favorite one.
Come on, you got this. Let's go, Ash. We're almost there.
Woo!
Victory with Ash. Yeah, we're winning. Yeah, victory. Keep going. Yes, we did it. We won.
Victory with Ash.
They're in a unicorn race. And they're so supportive of the LGBTQIAI2 plus whatever community. I'm just saying. Also, I really like the part where the guy takes his glasses, like his sunglasses, and goes to put them on his head. And then they disappear from his head and end up back on his eyes. That's crazy. What kind of magic is that? Mind you, they are riding on unicorns, so.
Come on, you got this. Let's go, Ash. We're almost there. Victory with Ash. Yeah, we're winning.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, victory. Keep going.
This one's so purple.
Yes, we did it. We won. Victory with Ash.
Well, you guys actually tied, but I sure, maybe you tied for first place. Good job. So, so that was their amazing Facebook videos of the week. Those are just some of my favorite ones. Gotta love it. Now, I don't have a dancing diaper baby song. Okay. Who were they racing? Right. I think it was each other. So nobody won. It was a tie. I didn't see anyone else. I mean, how many unicorns can we possibly find for this race? I'm surprised we got 2 of them, you know? But yeah, them and their unicorn company. I wonder who will be the unicorn now. Rest in peace, Marty. But I don't have any dancing diaper baby videos, unfortunately. Come on, Bill Must. We're getting very upset. But we do have another song by Johnny Linba. And this one is called Epic. And let's see just how epic it is. The lyrics should be absolutely amazeballs. Woo! Maybe like the Victory with Ashton on passive platforms, these unicorns don't go anywhere. They just stay on the ground. You know, it could be some symbolism. They're all so 80s.
One man walked with a fearless flame, a greater vision than wealth or fame. He saw the power in us all to rise again when others fall. Not just business, not just dreams, but changing lives through stronger means. A clearer mindset, a brighter way, building tomorrow from today. Epic, feel the future rise, changing hearts before our eyes, turning weakness into strength, helping dreams go every length. Epic, more than words can say, making the world a better place. A better you, a brighter life, lifting humanity through the night. He taught us growth begins within, that discipline is where dreams begin. To sharpen vision, lead with truth, and never waste the fire of youth. Through every setback, every climb.
This whole song's a lie. They are like, we are young. We tell the truth. Like, come on, man. What?
We learn to trust both path and time. Now here we stand with purpose clear. The future feels so close from here. Epic, feel the future rise, changing hearts before our eyes, turning weakness into strength, helping dreams go every length. Epic, more than words can say, making the world a better place. A better you, a brighter life,
night, though. They must be vampires. When daylight comes, they have to go back to the coffin, you know? Maybe it's for the Twilight movie. Who knows? Also, this is a weird, like, there were so many things you could have done in a song called Epic. Like, you could have really, really honed in on Epic. I feel like they're just using the word here to use it. Like, they're like, oh, this is kind of like a word that young people use. Let's throw it in a song. And then it was an awful use of the word.
When one soul dares to dream this far, it wakes the light in who we are. No small ambition, no narrow view, but helping others rise up too.
Such easy rhymes.
From heart to heart, the signal spreads.
Gotta bring up the heart.
A brighter world lies just ahead.
Nothing's happened yet. It's alright.
Epic, now the fire's alive. A global rhythm we can't deny. From hope to action, side by side, we rise together in this life.
I thought you were only helping people at night. What happened to that? What kind of vampires are you?
Stronger every day, transforming lives along the way.
William Shatner, maybe that's who it was. William Shatner merged with Chris Johnson.
One bold vision, one human drive, building a future where all can thrive.
Oh, that was an educational platform. Should it be everyone learn? With all this thriving stuff. This does sound like a song I would hear waiting for a script at CVS. It does. It really does. Well, that was something. That was the big song of the week that they were all sharing around, and they were so proud of it, you know? Like Red Redfern reposted it, and it was all over Facebook. I try to find the one that's the most popular, and it was that one this week. So after that, I think, honestly, we should see who's sucking up right now. What do you think? Want to check out and see who's kissing Ash? Alrighty. This week, we have a very, very interesting one. Hopefully we do every week. But this week, we are picking on this person, Victory Abdur Razak. All right. Mr. Abdur Razak. I'm assuming his name isn't Victory. He just has that in there because they all do that because it's Victory with Ash, right? So May 20th at 10:57 p.m. New York time. This is him here. All right. And he is who we're picking on this week. He wrote this. A massive celebration begins as colorful lights flash across the stage, and the crowd erupts with excitement. Male and female voices blend together with explosive EDM festival beats, creating a powerful EID party atmosphere. Eid Mubarak, Victory with Ash, and Ash Mufara echo through the music while everyone dances with pure joy and energy. The beat rises higher and higher, turning the entire moment into a global celebration of happiness, unity, victory, and unstoppable excitement. Fire celebration. And if you're like, Queen, that sounds like an AI prompt for a video, well, you are right. There is indeed a video. And I need to play it for you because it's quite the video.
Mubarak, lights in the sky, joy and love are rising high. Victory with Ash, feel the fire. Ash Mufara takes us higher. Eid Mubarak, celebrate the night. Victory with Ash, shining so bright. Hey, hey, hey!
Eid Mubarak all around.
Eid Mubarak all around. Sorry. My whole thing is, why can we not just celebrate a holiday without being like, and praise be to Mr. Ash Mufara, he's so great. And that is why I am picking on Victory Abdur Razak. Because we didn't need that, all right? Like, celebrate your holiday. It has nothing to do with Ash Mufara. It has nothing to do with Victory with Ash. We haven't seen Ash Mufara since October. Why are we even doing that? You know what I mean? Why? So to me, that is just very, very Ash kissy. I'm thinking of all the electrons wasted to make those videos, right? All the electricity bills that went high so that those videos could be made. All of the water being wasted. There's a lot. Just so that can exist. That ass kissy bullshit. So, Mr. Victory Abdur Razak, 2026. Pucker up, sir. Pucker up, because you are who we're picking on this week for that crazy display. Next time, just celebrate. You know, you can be like, yay, victory with Ash. It's Eid Mubarak. But I don't know why we really do have to praise Ash like he's some kind of god. Stop doing that. This should not be a cult. And that is it for this week's episode of Kiss His Ash. That's right. It doesn't really say it. So, that was quite interesting. You know, gotta love that. They don't even celebrate their Eid Mubarak without bringing Ash into it. I'm like, why? Why? Just celebrate your damn holiday. It's bad enough that you mentioned Victory with Ash without being like, and Ash Mufara is like so amazing. Like, we just don't need that. All right, we gather that when you bring up Victory with Ash anyway. You know what I mean? It's just angering. It has been a while. It has been a while since we have heard from Tanja. And this week's segment of Tanja's post is actually quite an interesting one. So without further ado, let's hear from her again. I know, I'm sorry. Tanja's post. Again, in the Success with Ash Mufara Facebook group, where else would it be, really? Tanja came to give us a little message. Quite an interesting one at that. And now I just want to say, they do this kind of thing a lot. All right? They do this kind of thing a lot. It's a little bit frustrating. But, you know, what can we do? What can we do? But let me tell you a quick little story before we get into exactly what was said here. Once upon a time, a humble glass-polished girl invented the iPhone. built Tesla's robots, and sat between Tim Cook and Elon Musk because she is the chosen one. Her secret? Dare to accept. Now go sell your digital product bundle, girl. A real woman with a real company got turned into a Pinterest quote with legs. It's like someone said, what if we took a real billionaire, added 3 lies, sprinkled in a fake quote, and used it to justify why you should stay in a shitty MLM like Victory with Ash. So Tanja posted up this post. We're going to go through the whole thing, don't you worry. She's back from her East German border guard reunion. I guess so. So Tanja comes on and says,
a success story that influences our today and tomorrow, based on the technology behind so many things we use daily. The story of an amazing woman, Zhu Kunfei.
Kunfei? Sorry, I'm probably saying that wrong. But then she posted up this weird meme that's a little bit of a story. Violet's a little behind. It's okay. She'll catch up. And she says this in this post. I don't know if she made the post or if she found it and decided to post it to use it to bring it back to Victory with Ash, but it says, they found only Zhu Kunfei. After months of joint work, she succeeded in producing the first iPhone screen, later becoming the largest supplier of glass for Apple devices, from iPhone to iPad, MacBook, and Apple Watch. Tesla, Mercedes, BMW, and others followed, entrusting her with manufacturing automotive glass, smart displays, and even components for humanoid robots. That is why she sat in the most prominent seat last night. To her left, Tim Cook, whose Apple has relied on her factories for 18 years. To her right, Elon Musk, whose Tesla and Optimus robots depend on her technologies. When asked about the secret of her success, she did not speak of luck, intelligence, or even hard work. She simply said, dare to accept, then added, the things others see as impossible, accept them. The tasks everyone runs away from, accept them. When you accept the challenge, you learn how to succeed in it. And when you succeed, bigger challenges come to you. Opportunities are not discovered by people. Opportunities are the things others abandon. And you bend down to pick them up. Okay? Why am I smelling bullshit? Very good question, Joe. So this here is Zhu Kunfei. She is a real person. We're going to discuss facts now. She really did go from a factory worker to a billionaire. Queen behavior, you might say. All right? She really did supply glass for Apple. Okay? That's real. It was not the first iPhone screen, though, that was Corning. But sure, let's give her credit for the entire iPhone while we're at it. I mean, why not? Right? You know, just so they could say she's a female, Ash Mufara. Now, she actually really did sit near Tim Cook and Elon Musk at a state banquet. Not because they're besties, okay? Not because she's building Optimus Prime either. Because China arranged the seating chart. She did not invent the iPhone, build Tesla's robot army, supply glass for humanoid cyborgs, whisper dare to accept into the wind like a Disney princess. Okay? That quote is faker than half the AI-powered products in OnPassive. Okay, this woman did not become a billionaire because she dared to accept. She became a billionaire because she built a massive manufacturing empire with factories, engineers, supply chains, and actual products. She is nowhere near like Ash Mufareh, and using her as an example in this is almost insulting. Okay, it's insulting. All right, she didn't get this way because of motivational means. She got this way because she's an intelligent, hardworking woman who worked her way up and created a real business, a real company that actually provided a product that people actually needed. Okay? If mindset alone made you rich, Victory with Ash would be a Fortune 500 company by now. Alrighty? So don't listen to Tanya's hoopla about this woman, and I'm very insulted, Tanya, that you would bring her up even within this group. Shame on you, Tanya. Shame on you. Stop the bullshit. Go back to us not hearing from you again, please. Given what I know about Chinese manufacturing, she had to bribe the correct people, right, Joe? Right? At least that was not a bad AI translate. At least. At the very least, I guess. But that is it for this week's episode of good old Tanya. And hopefully we don't hear from her again for a while, because she's either yelling at us or lying. And I don't appreciate it, Tanya. You know, it's like you got this great example of this woman of a minority who is running this amazing company and works so hard to get there. And then she's like, yeah, it was just her mindset. It was just that. It's like she's minimalizing it. I hate it. And since we're angry, and Tanya's usually angry. No, I have not. I haven't had the time. But since we're angry and Tanya's usually angry, I have a new little segment for you today. That's right. That's right. Something a little special, if you will. I don't know how many of these we're going to get, so I don't know if it will be a regular segment. But let's take a moment and talk about Peter Rogers being angry. That's right. Peter Rogers decided to post up this amazing post where he was just a little bit upsetty spaghetti, kind of upsetty spaghetti. So I thought we would go through it here. He's very mad. So, good old Peter Rogers. You may be familiar with him. You may not be familiar with him. But he is somebody that's been on OnPassive since the beginning. And he is on webinars sometimes. He came on to say, hello, everyone. I feel it's important to speak openly and honestly because there seems to be a lot of confusion, assumptions, and repeated conversations circulating lately. Every day I'm seeing more posts, comments, and questions focused on the old OnPassive. Discussions about income, expectations, what happened, and where things currently stand. Oh my! Not that! At some point, we have to stop revisiting the past and start focusing on what's ahead. It's time to understand that OnPassive, as it once was, is no more. Oh no! That chapter has ended, and it no longer exists in the way people continue to discuss it. We are not looking backwards or holding on to something that was already run its course. We are moving forward into the next level. Not the next level, a whole nother level. I used to say that and it works all the time. Building a real business founded on sustainability, structure, vision, and genuine character. I'll let you guys be the judge if you think anyone in this is genuine or has genuine character. This new chapter is not built on hype or empty promises. It's being built with purpose, leadership, community, and long-term value. While some people may continue focusing on the past, others are choosing to evolve, grow, and create something meaningful and lasting. Real success takes time, commitment, transparency, we don't have none of that here, and people who are willing to adapt and grow with change. Nothing worthwhile is built overnight, just only at night, I guess. And the strongest foundations are built through experience, lessons learned, and a clear vision for the future. The future belongs to those willing to adapt, move forward, and build with integrity. That is exactly what we are doing now. See? See? He's completely forgettable. Can't remember him. Hi, Sam. Good to see you. Happy SaturYAY. Yeah, forget the past and kiss your money goodbye. Right, Joe? Exactly. So, as you can see, he's a little upsetty spaghetti. He almost took over for Tanja this week. You know, instead of Tanja scolding everyone, now Peter Rogers is scolding all of us. And saying, hey guys, stop bringing up the old OnPassive. I'm seeing a lot of posts and conversations circulating. Stop it. And I'm like, whose conversations? Are you watching like the Indian channels? Like, I'm confused. Who is coming live right now? You know, but there you have it. He came on to tell everyone, and they probably still won't listen. You know, like I showed you in the meme review, we still have a lot of accounts that are OnPassive, a lot of groups that are called OnPassive, and it'll just keep happening. I mean, they were OnPassive until like late 2023. Then they were Victory with Ash. So from 2018 to 2023, they were OnPassive. That became their identity. Because MLMs take over your whole identity. You become that company. So it's a little bit more than even just switching a job or a career and like moving to a new office. It's like the whole identity needs to change. And I think it's taking them a while. This guy must live an amazing life, right? Just on here, like keeping track of who's bringing up what and when. Just the whole time. That's all it is. You know, craziness. But that is Peter Rogers. And he was super duper mad, as you can all see. So I had to share that with you. And hopefully they will listen this time. Because like how many times have they said this and told them this? Seriously though, how many times? It seems like almost every week they're coming on and they're like, hey guys, we just wanted to come on and like let you know. Stop bringing up OnPassive. We've moved on. You know, it's frustrating. I'm sure that they get frustrated too, but Ash doesn't. He doesn't even see it. So, we are going to do a quick little commercial break. When I return, we are going to be asking ourselves WTF. We are going to be wishing Red Redfern a happy birthday. It is his birthday today. Yes, it is. And we are going to be hearing from him. Yes, we are. And then we are going to end with our amazing story time. Because we have a story time this week. It's a full pack show. I was so upset that we couldn't do Friday. I was all set. And then my audio went out. You know, my computer updated. Something happened. I went on Danny's show. And he was like, I could really hear your fan. It's really bad. Your sound's awful. And I was like, oh no. And it was kind of messing up for a few days. So I was like, eek. And then the next day, my computer updated and I woke up to it having been restarted. No sound. And when I say no sound, I mean like everything was deleted and it told me my speakers weren't attached. I have a laptop. My speakers are attached. I don't have external speakers here, okay? That I like plug in. So I was like, hey, what are you talking about? And I went through 48 hours of hell trying to fix it. Good news is meds must be working because I didn't flip out once. I just sat here laughing and trying everything I could. Good news is also we seem to have fixed it. So here we are. Rudd was named in the UFO files. Maybe. They tried to silence you, Queen. Yes, well, they were unsuccessful. Good luck trying to silence me. I just get louder. That being said, we'll have a little commercial break, and then I will be right back. I realized, too, I have to update the commercial break with my person. We'll get all updated by the end of this year. Okay, so bear with me.
Do you have a berserker demon? You may think that's a strange question, but I've dealt with berserker demons. What's a berserker? The word describes ancient Nordic warriors who fought with uncontrollable rage. This is where we get the expression, he was so angry, he went berserk. In the days of Vikings, berserkers would enter a trance before battle to get supernatural strength. They fought with a frenzy. Sound like someone you know? As we say, they lose it. Explosive anger can come from frustration, feeling disrespected, trauma, mental and hormonal issues, and drugs, but uncontrollable rage can be demonic. As an exorcist, I've dealt with berserker demons. If you've got one, you'll need more than anger management therapy. You may need an exorcism of a berserker demon of anger. That's inhuman. I'm here to help at boblarson.org.
Whoa, looks like you got a bit of a tangle in your dangle. Did you know that more than 8 out of 10 hose owners die each year? Not anymore. Hey, turn me on and watch my hose get huge. My mom always told me I was a grower, not a shower, and boy was she right. And if you squeeze me in the right spot, all my raging fluids will come flying out of me, and instantly I'll retract to my small, natural, convenient size. Amazing! Oh, yep. Shout outs to all my flowers and growers out there. And just like a real snake, it can contract and expand like an accordion. You know, we really wanted to name it the Snake Hose, but that's a title of a gay porno. I mean, I've never seen it, but lizard's close enough. This is my next door neighbor, Sharon. She didn't know I was filming her. She also didn't know I had my hose in my hand, too. If your hose weighs more than 15 pounds, I feel sorry for you. You see, women prefer light, dainty, petite hoses. You don't want to be walking around with a big honking nanner. Oh, Sharon. Whoa, watch the whoa, don't get it caught on the thing. Whoa. Hey, buddy, watch where you're going. You don't want to end up like that guy, still using a standard hose, not going anywhere, and he's fucking bald. Fuck! Look at my hose, people. Oh, yeah, it's growing fast, and it's not kinking up anytime soon. Now, I don't know who lives here, but it's time to wake up. Behold, the full length and girth of my hose and its full potential. Hey, can't you see I'm filming a commercial here, you fucking asshole? Wah! Take that, fuckboy! No one fucks with my hose! The lizard hose is about $30. You get 25 feet. That's like, just a little bit more than $1 per foot. Nah, fuck it, we'll give you 2. That's 50 feet. Get fucked. Come on, touch it.
Are you tired of getting screwed over by false promises, bad leadership, and tiny results? Introducing Tiny Digger Condoms. Trademarked, a YouTube streamer's favorite brand. The only protection you need when dealing with inflated egos and underwhelming performance. Whether it's a shady MLM pitch, a fake AI company, or a man who tells you he's the lord of the internet. Don't get played, get protected. Tiny Digger Condoms are OnPassive resistant, 100% scam proof. Coated in reality and skepticism for extra protection against cult-like charisma. And hey, if you're gonna get screwed by Ash Mufara's vision, at least make sure you're wearing something that actually works. Tiny Digger Condoms. Trademarked, a YouTube streamer's favorite brand. For when the product is imaginary, but the disappointment is real. Now available in Founder Frenzy flavor. Tastes like regret and missed refunds. Located at your local CVS pharmacy, Rexall, Shopper Drug Smart, Walmart, and in your favorite streamer's nightstand. Is your leader's birthday coming up? Don't just send a card. Send your soul. Introducing Happy Cult Day, the ultimate birthday experience for narcissistic gurus. Because nothing says divine enlightenment like 8 hours of forced gratitude on Zoom. With Happy Cult Day, you'll get a pre-written poem about how your leader changed your life, access to a 9-hour tribute webinar you're required to attend, a royalty-free song you'll awkwardly sing with 300 other blinking followers, and a limited edition e-card with their face on a beam of light, because they're just like Jesus, but better. Add on the birthday worship upgrade to include a tribute video of members crying, children chanting their name, and a slideshow of their humble beginnings. Why celebrate you when you can celebrate him? Again, Happy Cult Day, because in a real cult, it's their birthday every day. Side effects may include financial ruin, loss of autonomy, spontaneous chanting, seal clapping, and sudden belief that Ash Mufara invented the internet. Are you getting upset with people's freedom of speech and consumer protection laws that allow the public to speak out about your scam? Are you giving YouTube creators false strikes in order to continue preying on vulnerable people? Is it getting hard to hold it in? Hold in all the bullshit? Well, introducing Tiny Digger Diapers, the adult diaper designed for the man baby deep down inside who's always on the way to the top where his ears will pop. With our FlexiFit technology, Tiny Digger Diapers moves with you whenever you sit on your chair, sit in your RV, sit on a boat, or sit in your home office paid for by the people you scam. The Secure Lock Core offers unmatched absorption for when you're full of shit, which is most likely all the time. These diapers keep you dry and comfortable so you can attend all 500 hours of webinars this week and not miss your chance to sign up a homeless man to your scam. Maybe he also needs the diapers, huh? Brought to you by the same people who brought to you Tiny Digger condoms and Fantasia foot spray. Buy Tiny Digger diapers today. Located at Shoppers Drug Mart, Rexall, Walmart, Target, your local CVS pharmacy, and in your favorite con artist nightstand. No matter where your day takes you from webinar to webinar, you will always be dry and you won't have to cry. Thank you for listening to a message from today's sponsors. Now, back to the live stream. Yes, thank you. Thank you very much.
Hi.
Very good, Hannah.
Hi, guys.
Awesome.
Hi.
All right, that's enough, Hannah.
Hi. What?
we gotta get moving. We gotta get moving on. I'm sure they're saying hello to you too. Don't worry.
I like you guys. Hi.
All right, that's enough.
What?
Okay.
Hi.
Lordy. See, okay, there you go. Joe says, hi, Hannah. All right, are you happy? All right, moving on now. So we are going to be asking ourselves, WTF, because I want to do that before we hear from Mr. Red Redfern, because we got a good one. We got a good one for us. I haven't used my hose in years. I think I could find it if I needed to. Oh my. I know a hose owner that died. It was sad. Poor Sharon. She's all excited because I had my microphone. You know, I'm using a microphone, and she was like, I want to come on and say hi. So told her I was doing a commercial break. She's getting ready to go out with her dad for the afternoon. So, you miss hearing Hannah? That's nice. She likes to come and say hello every once in a while. But I don't like to have her on camera, so it's okay as long as we're only in voice. Anyway, moving on. It's time to ask ourselves, WTF?
I'm about to whip somebody's ass.
WTF.
Alrighty, so what made me go, what the fuck this week? We're calling this segment Brian's Bullshit. You may be asking why. Well, don't worry, I'm going to explain it all. You know, this week it was hard to decide who would be WTF and who would be Kiss His Ash, to be honest. So we're picking on Brian. You may remember Brian. We recently picked on him for another segment, I believe. So he was on the last Kiss His Ash with Sherry. We had a double segment, if you remember. And now he's on WTF. He's making the rounds, Brian. Brian Croesh. See? Croesh. I don't know how to say it. But on May 20th, 6:20 a.m. New York time, he posted, "Hope was never handed to us for free." I was like, no, you paid 97 USD for it. "Every crack in the road taught us how to stand stronger." And right now he's on a road paved with trash. So there's that. "Every scar carried a lesson." And I'm like, what, scars? This has left you with scars? That's not good. "Every setback forced us to become someone tougher, wiser, and harder to break." And I'm like, I don't know. I remember trolling you guys quite a lot. But anyway. "The man / or the woman we are today wasn't built in comfort. We were building through storms, failures, pain, and the choice to keep moving forward anyway. Sometimes the broken roads create the strongest people. And sometimes the scars become proof that you survived what was meant to destroy you. Victory with Ash. Hashtag mindset, hashtag commitment, hashtag loyalty, hashtag trust, hashtag never quit, hashtag victory with Ash." And as you can see, I was a little bit like, what the fuck is all this, Brian? All right, I knew you were getting a little ass kissy, but like, what is this? What is this bullshit? It's like they've gone to war, you know, and now they've come out of the war and they're like, we're all stronger now. And it's like, no, you were really just in an MLM that didn't launch for 8 years. Like, why are we talking about scars and shit? Did someone come cut you? Like, what's going on? You know what I mean? It was so bizarre. But that wasn't it. That wasn't all he posted. No, it was not just a text post that I read here to you today. Included, there was a video. And it was an amazing country video. But I cannot share his country video because I will get copyright struck. So I have decided to replace the song for you all. Enjoy this amazing country tune and just pretend that it's the one that Brian did.
Well, Ash rode in like a hero from the ads. Shine so bright, made the rest of us look bad. Promised the moon in a polished little suit. We stood there clapping in our mud-caked boots. He smiled that smile, said trust the plan, then vanished like a hat trick out of a fan. And somehow that's where the wisdom came from. Funny how progress can come from none. We learned to wait by the mailbox line, learned patience in a real slow crime. Every soon got us strong and wise, like a cattle drive through compromise scribes. Ash move fair, you're the best thing ever. Oh, what a legend. Never
time. Ended up aged in the checkout line. We got medals made of newsletter blue and a trench full of dreams that never came true. But hey, that silence built our grit. Nothing says growth like a long, long quit. We learned to smile through the endless rain. Call confusion a noble pain. If the truth wore boots, it'll limp by now. But still we cheered from the bottom somehow. Ashma Fair, you're the best thing ever.
Oh, what a legend.
Never launched and made us all get better.
So my fair.
We got scars from saving all mankind. Guess that's the price of a real good sign. Ashma Fair, take your bow. You taught the whole world how to sit down. I went to battle with my coffee cold. Came back with lessons and a story told. One of them said, you must be blessed. Another said, buddy, you've been tested. But I tipped my hat to the long delayed. It gave my patience room to stray. And if the world asked what I survived, I said mostly meetings, barely alive. Ashma Fair, you're the best thing ever. What a saint. Never launched and made us all get better. Ain't that quaint? We got scars from saving all mankind and a whole lot of time we can't unwind. Ashma Fair, take your bow. You taught the whole world how to sit down. Yes, you're a miracle, plain and true. We waited so long, we aged into new. If that ain't greatness, I don't know how. You taught us all patience by never launching out.
Woo! So that was quite the song, wasn't it? From Mr. Brian Crotch, as Violet called him. Brian Crotch. I was just saying, yeah, I don't know. Maybe we should use these for Ash trading cards, huh? It does look like them, didn't it? But that is why I called this Brian Crotch's Bull Hooey. All right? Bull Hooey. Because it is just full of his bull hooey. But yes, I did redo the song so that it would be more fun for all of us. If you want, I can post the link to the original in the Discord. Although I assure you, you'll just be really, really super annoyed with everything. Yes, bull poopies. That's right. The little one came back out again, so I can't swear now. But bull hooies is what it is. And that is why we call this Brian's bullshit. That's why. Alrighty? Because it definitely made me go, WTF.
I'm about to whip somebody's ass.
WTF.
Woo! Also, StreamYard's changed things up. And now I can actually arrange everything in order, which makes today a hell of a lot easier. Because I used to have to scroll up and down because they put all the PDF files together. And then they put all of the video files together. And now I don't have to do that. I can just put it all in a row. It's so much easier. Good job, StreamYard. You finally did something right. Bull hooey poopies. That's right. Lots of it. Speaking of bull hooey poopies, I guess, it is Red Redfern's birthday. Woo!
Tonight the whole world sings for you.
Woo!
Happy birthday, Red.
Yeah!
So raise it high, don't let it fall. You got a place inside us all. And when your name goes down the hall, it turns into a tear.
A tear! Woo! So yeah, they made this for him for his birthday. Happy birthday, Mr. Red Redfern. And we're going to be picking on Red Redfern. Yes, Joe's birthday is on Monday. Bye, sweetheart. Joe's birthday is on Monday, so we'll have to remember MLM Monday is Joe's birthday. We'll have to do something to celebrate. For sure. For sure. But it's Red Redfern's birthday today, and we're going to be picking on him because he uploaded a live stream. He did a live stream, I should say. That is called Focus. Hashtag Victory with Ash. So let's see what we're all supposed to focus on. Damn it, Red! Him and his countdown. He shows up and then does this countdown. I don't want to miss. There we go. Ha!
Okay, hello everybody. How are you? Great to be here. Been a few days, hasn't it? Working over the weekend. Been very busy actually at the tea rooms. Today is Tuesday, 12th of May. Hope you're having a good day wherever you are. A few shout outs then to our very own Johnny Linver for doing some great songs of late.
Yep, that's the epic song. There was another song. Let me know if you want to hear the other song. I can pull it up quickly for all of you. There were 2 songs. Just the epic one was the one that was shared more. It's been 8 years, Red. I know. It's like, what are you doing, Red? Jane! Sam just comes to see Jane. Better watch out, Red. Sam might come steal Jane. I'm just saying. 8 years of your life wasted. It's true. It's true. And a year on a boat. Yeah, how long has he been on the boat? He's been on the boat for a few years now, eh? I feel like it's been a while.
Megan Mitchell, who did a live last week sometime, she actually texted me today to say that this week there'll be no videos from her this week as she has a lot of school stuff to do.
Yeah, she's busy as an educator, which worries me because, again, this is supposed to be an educational platform. And imagine being an educator, a teacher, and then joining this and being like, yes, Ash Mufar is going to teach me things. Like, just imagine. It's crazy. Yeah, Joe scared Megan away. I do believe that she would be really busy with school stuff. I do believe that she teaches high school age, if I'm correct. Just based on the things that she said about it, that's what I'm guessing, around high school age. And therefore, it's like we're heading into exam season and stuff. So it would be. It would make sense, right? That she's super busy. Or she is just hiding from Joe. She's scared that we're going to cover her again. And that Joe's going to start asking her some more real questions in her chat. What will she do then? How dare you, Joe? But I'm really like, Red, why are we even doing this live stream? For what reason? What could we possibly have to talk about right now? Like, seriously, though, what are we going to talk about? Nothing's happened. Especially since the last one. Like, he's just on here to be like, hi, everyone, I'm still alive here on my boat. Just busy. Don't worry, though. I haven't drowned yet. We haven't sunk. Like the Titanic of OnPassive sunk. I'm still alive and I'm here. This week, nothing has happened. Just thought I'd come let you know. You know, you can't even give us updates on the website anymore. Although everyone really wanted Red to give his take on the GGC website. Red, maybe you can do that. Go check out the new global gold. It's hard to say sometimes. Global Gold Institute. Okay? Global Gold Coin Institute. Go check that out. Check out their website and let us know what you think about the color scheme. Just say. He needs to keep his channel alive. That is the real reason, right? I believe he does depend on AdSense. And like, they don't be taking a huge hit, right? I highly doubt that a lot of people are watching old videos, especially the old ones about OnPassive. Or else maybe that's part of the problem. Maybe they should delete all of their old OnPassive videos so that they're not still circulating on YouTube. Because sometimes I get a video that's like 3 years old pop up in my recommended, right? And I'm wondering if that's also adding to the problem of no one being able to move on, because you'd be surprised how many people don't realize a video's old. And that's why I tell people, like, if you find out something's a scam, don't leave your old videos of it public, because people will come across them of you promoting it, and then they'll think, oh, this is a good venture, and they'll take your advice in that video, and they won't necessarily watch all of your videos to find out it's a scam. Which is why in all my videos, I'm like, we're finding out if this is a scam, you know? So that might be part of the problem, why they can't, like, move on. I'm just saying, something to think about. But they kind of have to depend on this AdSense and the views on their channel in order to have any money coming in, especially now that they're not streaming every single day. They used to stream daily. Therefore is tuppence tip from the Colonel. Global gold. Yeah. Victory with Jane. Sam's all here for it. Oh, I have a video ready to share on a sock account. Nice. Is it about this? You can post a link in here, Joe. Or send it to me on Discord, actually, if you want me to play it after this. Let me know.
Also, to our very own Mike Ellis, a couple of videos. These are up on this channel as well from yesterday. Well worth a watch as well. And our very own Jim Hawkins as well. He did one yesterday. For all you guys who are doing videos out there, congratulations. Keep the momentum going. Very important that we are proactive in what we are doing. Now, today, I want to talk about focus. Now, this is something that I've certainly learned in my journey alongside our CEO, Ash Mufareh, over the last 8 years. Having a laser focus, really, on...
Did he just call him COO? It sounded like he said COO instead of CEO to me, but I don't know. Imagine also being like, I've learned things from Ash Mufareh in the past 8 years. Like, I've learned things about cult communities, coercive control, manipulation, and how people will ignore red flags and just follow a leader, and the sociology behind all of that and psychology behind it. But I don't think that's what he means. He borrowed it from Marty. Oh, okay. Do you want me to play it, Joe? Let me know and then send it to me on Discord if you do, and tell me that you did that. Please like the stream and subscribe if you haven't yet. Yes, please do. I need subscribers. I'm almost at 8,000. Come on, we want to get you there. Woo woo. Road to 8K or something. I don't know what they say anymore. That used to be a thing.
On what we are trying to achieve, and it comes in all forms. But one of the things I want to talk to you today about, and something that we should all take on board, is this.
All right, kind of good, Joe, because I really didn't want to bring up Discord right now, to tell you the truth. I was like, watch me bring up Discord, then all my sound fucks up or something. I can almost guarantee he has talked about hope at least 12 times before, at least. Right?
Focus when there is a lot of noise out there. Now, I'm going to read a...
Now Red's talking about the noise. Are we the noise? Sometimes. Or he could be talking like Peter Rogers did. Or both, really, like Megan.
Quote to you from our CEO. And that was, if I paid attention to the bad things, I wouldn't get anything done. And it is such a true saying. When people start focusing on what other people are saying, guess what? You're not focused on what you are trying to achieve individually. Now, we are all here in this online space for our own reasons. Everybody has their own individual reasons for doing what we're doing, and that is your focus of why you are doing it. And do not let anybody talk to you about changing your focus on what you are trying to achieve. Some people haven't got that focus. Some people get tempted.
And what are you trying to achieve? What are you trying to achieve right now? Like, I feel like nobody has a clear view of what they're supposed to be doing, right? Because there is nothing. Everyone's just waiting around, like they've always just been waiting around. Like, that's also part of the problem. Nothing's changed. Everyone's just waiting. We were told that May was going to be the month that this Victory with Ash thing was going to start. It's been pumped up. You know, there was that live that you guys did, Red. You were on that one. Right? So what is happening? It is now the 23rd. So what's going on here? You know, like, every month we do this, I feel like, but they really did pump up May again. And it's just a letdown again. Oh, things are going to be happening this month. Yeah, okay. And then, no. Which we're used to. Okay, like, we are at the point where we know. There used to be a time where I'd be like, okay, maybe something will happen. They'll do something. Because I was like, there's no way that this man is just going to do nothing. Like, that would be ridiculous. But now here we are. Years later, right? 5 years into me covering this. Come the fall. I've been covering this for 5 years. Okay? And it's like, so what, you know, what, why do we keep doing this? Why even suggest a month? Like, even Ash Bufaro was like, I'm not going to give dates anymore because people hold me to them. But at least then, you know, you're not all pumped up for the month. Feel like it's more of a letdown, you know? To support our queen, see PayPal pinned at the top of chat. Yes, please. I also did a goal on here for donos. What are you focused on, though, Red? There's bugger all happening. That's the thing. It's like, you're telling everyone to focus, but on what? On getting ready for this thing? How more ready can you be? We're waiting for like 9 years. Like, come on. Jaina's completely checked out, right? She's just back there reading a book, not even listening to him. Focus on not failing your KYC, right? And then, like, once you get in there, after the KYC, there's only like a message from Ash, like, once a month. But what are we focusing on? Like, he hasn't even uploaded one video. He could have uploaded at least a welcome message in a video form explaining what this thing is. Or there's nothing. Nothing. So, like, what are they supposed to do? Just come to your live whenever you decide to do it? And focus on that, you know? It's ridiculous.
Waylaid by other things. Bit of, or they can't hang on to their focus with one thing. They get attracted to other things. That's entirely up to them. But it really is important to have this focus on what you are trying to achieve. Now, I've done a little bit of research and it's thrown up some very interesting things.
Okay, but they don't know what expectations are on them for the alleged big, bold, beautiful dream company coming in future. They don't know anything about it. There's nothing educational to watch here that Ash promised, so they can't focus on that. So what are they supposed to be doing to get ready? Yeah, like, how are we getting ready? Are we just, like, meditating every day? Like, I don't understand, Red.
So the saying, if I paid attention to bad things, I wouldn't get anything done, that is a perspective, and it's a very powerful tool for maintaining momentum, commonly referred to as the maintaining a growth mindset or optimistic focus.
We call it toxic positivity here. Just saying.
While it is important to be aware of risk, constant obsessions with potential negativity can lead to paralysis, stalling, or that pity party. You know, when you're saying, oh, woe is me, I got, oh, blah, blah, blah. That is not good for anybody to be proactive in their own business to move forward. And
Okay, but the thing is that, again, you've been keeping people waiting for almost a decade for something to start. I am surprised there aren't more people that is in a woe is me pity state. And I wouldn't really blame them. It's almost ridiculous that something like this can go on for so long. And then I'm reminded that Bernie Madoff went on for 20 years. But at least there was something to offer to trick people. Here, there's just nothing. You know, we got a back office with nothing in it. I call it being afraid to face the truth. Right, Joe? He has to research this shit? Sounds like common sense. And it's frustrating, isn't it? Because how many times have you seen someone in an MLM freestyle something like this? I mean, there are thousands of these speeches on my channel of just people going live and doing their training, right? I guarantee you most of them don't have a script like Red does, where he like literally writes Chat GPT and he's like, today I want to talk about focus and ignoring negativity. Can you please do me a full presentation on this with definitions and stuff? Like, it's ridiculous. They might have a slideshow. I've even done slideshows numerous times myself, usually when I'm doing a breakdown of something. But the kind of stuff that Red talks about is things that he should be able to think of off the top of his head, especially after talking the same fucking bullshit for how many years? Right? It's like, dude, why do you have to research this? Is this not just like the same speeches that you've been doing? Like, why are these ones so polished in comparison to OnPassive? Like, is that what it is? He thinks, well, in OnPassive, I used to just go live and speak from the heart, which most people would prefer, honestly. But now with Victory with Ash, I'm going to try to be more professional, and I'm going to just read Chat GPT, because that's not more professional to me. You know? I'm even trying to teach Danny how to use it less. It's not more professional to read word for word, Red, a Chat GPT presentation on something like focus, staying positive, hope, having faith, loving Ash Mufara, talking about what this alleged educational platform is going to be. Like, you shouldn't need to research. It should be off the top of your head. You should know what to say already. You've done these speeches before and not had to read them. It's almost like we've regressed. How? How did we get here, Red? Because I feel like you're also going to lose people that way. Because I'm getting tired of reacting to these. Imagine if you had to watch these thinking that he was going to give you important information you needed to know about your business, and then this is what you got. And I fear that that's all we're going to get from Ash Mufara on this educational platform, if it ever starts.
It really is interesting when you start researching these things, how much of what our CEO said really applies to so many other businesses and successful people. So the power of ignoring the bad things, that is the noise, as our CEO would say out there, maintains momentum, focusing on actions, goals, and progress helps you.
I'm scared, Red, that by you saying things like bringing up the noise thing and saying that's what our CEO would say out there, I'm scared that in bad translation, people might think that you're reading one of Ash's back office messages right now. I could just see that happening because we've already seen how miscommunication happens here. And that's usually how it happens. It's something like that happening. And then everyone goes around saying, oh, Red's sharing a back office message. And then Red comes live and says, guys, I wasn't sharing a back office message. Like, we've done this before. I just don't know why again, even if especially if you're using ChatGPT, why you couldn't be more careful with how you word this, how you bring up like what Ash says. I wouldn't mention Ash saying anything unless he's actually saying it in the moment because of that. Like, you should be thinking of these things, Red. Focus. They're hoping for one crumb of information out of 20 minutes of bullshit, right? It's like they're so desperate to hear something, they'll take even this, you know? I wonder if prompts ChatGPT what's act as highly respected member of a leadership council. That would be interesting to see.
You move forward, whereas dwelling on obstacles can drain energy and stifle creativity. If you start listening to negativity, the noise that's out there, or seeing things that don't align with what you are trying to do, and you start focusing on the negativity,
then all I can think of is confirmation bias. Like, this mindset is scary, right? And the MLMs always take it to a whole other level, as they say. But it's like, it's a good thing, of course, to ignore negativity. You need motivation to get your work done, you know, even at your job, your 9 to 5, blah, 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 in life in general. Yes. But at the same time, if there's an obstacle, you should then try to solve the problem, right? Solve the issue, and then move on. Whereas in MLMs, they're like, if there's an obstacle or you have doubt, just ignore it. It just doesn't exist. And they do the whole toxic positivity thing. And it's just irresponsible to tell people to do that, in my opinion, because it's not a good way to live. It's not good to be on either side. You don't want to be too negative, but then there's also such thing as being too positive. And I would consider this, being in something like this for like 9 years, sitting around and waiting around for something to happen when it's not happening. And you've already had something shut down by the SEC, and your CEO has an 8-year director bar, to be being in the toxic positivity area. Like, those are some big obstacles that you should not be ignoring. The fact Ash can't run a business for 8 years, why are we waiting for a business here? You know what I mean? But they're like, ignore all the obstacles, ignore the truth, just keep on having hope and faith. Ash Mufareh is here to save the world.
And other things, guess what's going to happen? You are not going to have that progress moving forward yourself.
And what does progress mean here, Red? Again, nothing's happening.
You lose that focus on your actions and your goals. You need to be laser focused on what you are trying to achieve. Also, ignoring the bad things combats negative bias. What is this? Humans are...
What about confirmation bias, damn it? Also, I love how he's like defining everything for us. Like, he's the most intelligent person in the room. He has all of the definitions.
Naturally wired to overreact to negativity, negative information, as negative experiences often have a 3 to 4 times higher impact than positive ones. Intentionally ignoring minor negatives helps to rebalance your perspective. Now, that's very interesting, isn't it? That we are naturally wired to listen to negativity more than we are to positivity.
It's not that. It's not necessarily that we're wired that way. Because here's the thing, if you're an optimistic type person, like, I'm an optimistic type person. So when something goes wrong, I don't immediately get negative. I try to find the good in it. You know what I mean? Right? So it depends on that. Like, I'm not wired to be negative right away if something goes wrong. Other people that are pessimistic might be more wired to be that way. So maybe in that sense. Okay? But at the same time, we're not really wired. What it is that anger tends to be a more passionate emotion that we feel more passionately than positivity or happiness. Okay? Every time that you get extremely angry, you probably have some symptoms that you feel right away. Right? When you get happy, you may not be the type of person that breaks out into laughter right away, for example. But when you get angry, for some reason, the stress is easier for your body to feel than calm. Right? It's more of a change in your body as well. Because most of us are in a calm state most of the time, right? We're not out here all like, rah! You know? So we don't notice the change as much when we go from like normal calm to happy as we do when we go from normal calm to angry. It's more of like our emotions pick it up more. And so because of that, we tend to concentrate on that more. Which is why it's easier to spiral with anger than it would be to like, I don't know, become manic from happiness, I guess. This is the truth, Queen. Read it. What am I reading? I'm listening to a video, Chris. What am I supposed to read? So it's not so much that we're wired that way. Like, it's not like our brain is wired to automatically go to negative because of the chemicals in our brain even. It's more of like that emotion tends to grab our attention more than a happiness emotion would. Just if you wanted to know for real what that was about. And it is easier for us to concentrate on negativity in something like business, because when something negative comes up, it can stop everything. You know what I mean? So you kind of have to concentrate on that. Like I said, don't ignore it like they want you to do. You still have to problem solve if something's happening. And I feel like here we don't even problem solve. We don't think critically. And we are promoting confirmation bias and toxic positivity.
There's a very good saying here in the UK. And it is, there's no such thing as bad news. Why? Because bad news gets attention. Why do you think so many media outlets, online, offline, papers, etc., news agencies, why do you think they focus so much on bad news? It gets
rage bait. Like I said, anger is a bigger emotion and you'll act on it more because of that and try to calm it down. You're not going to feel happiness and positivity and then be like, I need to make this go away right now by doing something about it. But if you feel angry for a call to action, you have a bigger chance of doing something about it. And that is why rage bait works so much. Because there's a larger chance of someone watching a video where someone's being a Karen, let's say, and sharing it out and being like, this lady needs to be stopped, than there would be if you saw a video of a bunch of puppies. You know what I mean? Like, you might send that to a friend and be like, oh, this is cute. But you're probably just going to be like, oh, cute puppies, and then keep scrolling. That's why. The psychology behind it is very interesting. And the psychology behind marketing and sales and all that is also very interesting. I like talking about that kind of thing. It's just I wish that MLMs didn't take everything and then exaggerate it times 1,000. Because like I keep saying, there is some truth into what is being said. It's just they take it to a whole nother level. Just saying. The sun was shining in England. Must have been the only time this week, right?
People's attention. And this is part and parcel of what we're talking about here. If you have the ability to focus on what you are trying to do and cut out that negativity, guess what? You are going to be more proactive in your endeavors to reach your own goals.
Unless you're like a streamer like me, and then the obstacle in your way is that your sound just completely disappears off of your computer. Imagine if I was just like, oh, well, I'm just going to ignore that negativity. Like, I wouldn't have been able to record anything. I couldn't hear anything out of any speakers, any, like, well, there goes me, you know? And that's what I mean. Like, sometimes an obstacle comes up and you have to go, all right, I got to figure this out and fix this. And not just ignore it. But in MLMs, they're like, la 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 la, stick your fingers in your ears, everything's fine.
It also helps to reduce decision fatigue, knocking out that noise by filtering it out minor complaints or low-level risks.
But okay, something like, you can get that fatigue, but that's usually if you're answering a whole bunch of questions. You guys don't answer any questions ever. So what are you getting that fatigue from?
You save mental energy for high stakes decisions. Now, believe you me.
What high stake decisions are you making in Victory with Ash? Whether to check the back office at 5 p.m. or 8 p.m.? Like, I don't understand. And yes, I realize that red also means in life, but we don't need Red Redfern as a life coach or Ash Mufara.
When you are building your own business, there comes in everybody's time that big decisions have to be made. And how you are thinking at that moment depends entirely on your mental state. When you've got big decisions to make,
All right, Chris, I don't know what you're saying. Starting a private business, working as a consultant, or operating businesses that are not public issuers. An SEC officer director bar does not. Are you just looking up what an SEC officer director bar is? Because that's not going to tell you. Because Ash Mufara got banned from also running a pyramid shaped business structure for his entire life. I did read the entire thing. And I did tell the truth. He has an 8-year director's bar from running a business where he would be able to issue you out any commissions. Or have a pyramid-shaped structure like an MLM. We literally covered the entire SEC case. I read it out. I researched it. I covered it before you read it. Yes, I did. And then we even went over what is included. And I even said at the time of covering it at first that I wasn't 100% sure if he would be able to open a storefront or if he would be able to have a private business. The difference with a private business and a public business, Chris, is also that he wouldn't be able to then issue you out commissions. You wouldn't be able to run a team. Okay? He can't even do an affiliate program with a business. So unless you're all moving to Orlando, Florida, and he is hiring you on as his employees and paying you salaries, then you will not be able to make a cent with Ash Mufara. And I know that because I asked the lawyer for the SEC. What does this mean? What does it mean when they say he has an 8-year director's bar? I've covered the SEC case extensively, and I know what it means. Yes, the lawyer at the SEC that has explained this, and the other lawyers that have explained this who work in consumer protection to me, they're wrong. You must be the one that's correct. That makes all the sense. Of course. I read the whole thing. I literally read the entire court document. I don't think you've read the entire court document. Otherwise, you wouldn't be flipping out in my chat right now. All right, it's not my fault that the man didn't register his securities and got caught running a $108 million pyramid scheme, got shut down, fined, and forced to pay money back. And now he can't run another business that you would be able to make money off of. You're getting mad at the wrong person. You got to go take that up with Mr. Ash Mufareh, who I'm sure you haven't spoken to in weeks. Literally up on my channel right now. I've covered it a few times. We've read through every single part of it. I think you're the one that can't handle the truth. Like, you're telling me to wrongfully interpret a court document to fit in with your confirmation bias that this thing's going to start, and to ignore what the SEC lawyers and consumer protection lawyers have told me about what it means, so that you can pretend, so that you can literally pretend that this thing's still happening. And that Ash Mufareh is okay to run a business where he'll be able to pay you commissions. My email is all over my channel, Chris. You know, if you're going to be in a technology company, you should probably know how to look up somebody's email on their YouTube channel, since you've been doing YouTube for years. I'm just saying. But yes, that is my email. And like you, I'm on here in my full name. But I don't know what you're going to be emailing to me that is going to change my mind about this, when I have literally talked to lawyers about what it means, who do this for a living. You seem to not be understanding that part. Like, their job as lawyers is to do these cases in court every single day. And I said, what does this mean? Because I'm trying to explain it to my audience. And I'm not sure if it's barring him from businesses completely right now, or if it's barring him just from the MLM structured ones. And we've literally covered every single document on this. You know? But I'm not saying the wrong information. I want you to explain to me why I should believe you over lawyers that do this for a living. That's what I want you to explain to me. You've never even been in an MLM before this. I was in 2 of them before I started my channel. So what do you know about the laws here that I wouldn't know either as a consumer protection advocate who's covered many of these cases on my channel? And also more than the lawyers. What would you know? One day I would love to have a cup of coffee with you, Chris. I think we live in the same city in Michigan. There you go. You guys can meet up for a coffee and Joe can explain it all to you. And maybe then you'll wake up and realize that you've been had. It's going on 9 years, Chris.
You need to be focused on what you are trying to achieve. If you have distractions, it is going to make an impact on that.
I did. I read the whole thing on what he cannot do. We literally read the entire thing. And then I had lawyers explain it to me. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. When I first covered it, I said, I'm not 100% sure what it means. Let me go check with people and I'll come back and then I will explain it again. And then by that time, they had finally released the press release and everything. So then I was able to come back and say, this is exactly what this means. And we went over it again. I'm not listening to you once again. I don't think you're listening to us because of your confirmation bias and how brainwashed you are into believing that Ash Mufaro would never lie to you. You know? And it's kind of sad. I don't know what to do for people like you. I've given up on you. You know, you're just stuck here forever. Chris, we have read through it from start to finish many times. We understand it very well. It literally also spells it out for you. But I'm not a lawyer. So I literally wanted to talk to people that were lawyers and that actually do this before I was like, yes, this is for sure what it means. Because I don't lie and I don't pretend to know things that I don't know. If I don't know something, I will say, guys, I am not 100% on this. All right, I'm just putting this information here because this is what it says. Let me get back to you. And then I do. You know? Because that doesn't help anybody. That doesn't help me. That doesn't help my audience. And that doesn't help any of you if I were to do that. Chris, go read it again and get back to us. Good to see you, Mr. Weebit. No, it won't let you post here because you're not a mod. And so it's probably messing up if there's a link. But I bet you I have the document still downloaded in a PDF on my computer of the actual final judgment from the lawyers.
Decision making. So again, make sure that you block out that noise and stay focused on what you are trying to achieve. It also helps to protect morale. Constantly exposing to negativity can...
The morale which falls whenever they literally only whenever they literally only show up once a month. I did show it, Chris, and I read it. We were actually bugging all of you to read it. And I see that you've read it and still chosen to misinterpret it for your confirmation bias. That's enough now. You can either email me whatever it is you want to email me, or etc. But Violet did post the court listener with all of the links to all of the court documents. And we've covered pretty much all of them. I mean, unless it was one that wasn't that important. I'm not wrong. It's not me that you're trying to prove wrong, Chris. It's the lawyers that you're trying to prove wrong. Okay, I'm not interpreting anything. I spoke to lawyers that do this for a living and said this is what that means. All right? Any way that Ash would be able to run a business to pay you commissions, he is not allowed to do for at least 8 years. And he's not supposed to be running an MLM for his whole life. You know? Yes, I'm stubborn because I won't change my stance because you're flipping out at me in a live stream. You got me. That must be it.
That productivity.
Yeah, sorry. Only mods can post links because I used to get people coming in here with like corn links and links to scams. And so I made it so that only moderators can post links. Chris, if you sign up someone who signs up someone, it's an MLM. And you guys are already recruiting people underneath all of you. And if it's not an MLM, and it's not an affiliate program, then how are you planning on being paid? Are you moving down there to be an employee? Like I said, that would be the only way. Are you working for him remotely, but he's going to hire you on as an employee and give you a salary? No, he's not. You can't make commissions. So what would you be doing? You're all just watching videos for free. Okay, but then you're not making money. So it's not a business. Do you understand? It's a secret. Oh, okay.
Causing stress and lead to burnout. Why? Because you are focused on the negative of what people are saying and not the positive of what you are trying to achieve.
Or you just worked way too hard and cared too much. That's why I've gotten burnout in the past.
If you think about it logically, and I like to think about things logically, as you well know.
Oh yeah, no, that's what you've shown us.
If you focus on positivity, guess what you're going to be? You are going to be positive as well.
Oh wow.
If you focus on the negative, guess what? You're going to be negative as well.
Or maybe you're going to be a problem solver and you'll solve all the negativity and then you'll move on. I don't know.
And it's a very good understanding that the more that you have around you of positive people, the more you are going to be positive yourself. When you are in that scenario, it's very easy to block out anything that is negative. Why? Because you are very focused on what you are going to try and achieve.
Which is what again? What are you doing? Apparently not an MLM, not a business, just a secret.
Let's face it, your journey isn't somebody else's journey. It is yours. Nobody can tell you how and what path to go on your own journey. It's yours and yours alone.
The world is your oyster. You can do anything and be anything you want to be. Like, come on, Red.
People are allowed to have opinions, but when that opinion becomes negative, then it is entirely your decision to block that negativity out.
Well, tell that to Chris Johnson. No, but seriously, sometimes it's just the truth that you are calling negative. Because in my experience, every single time that an MLM person has said that somebody was being negative to them, it was basically because they were asking the real questions or they were telling the truth about it. You know, talking about the income disclosure statement, how nobody's making money in MLMs and stuff. And then they're like, oh my God, this person's so negative. And it's like, no, it's literally just the truth, you know? I guess it's not positive for you because you're stuck in this, but if you leave. However, asking hard questions are forbidden, right? Exactly. When you can't ask hard questions, then what? Or any questions, then what? Then you're in a cult.
So the necessary balance, that strategic ignoring, how do you come about it? The most successful approach is not to totally ignore it, not to be totally ignorant about it, but strategically select and ignore the noise while watching for crucial red flags. So filter, don't ignore. Distinguish between controllable problems. These are errors in processings and uncontrollable negativity. Okay, so like market disorder, for instance, or something that's happened with outside of your control. These are things that you cannot control. So make sure that you filter them, but don't ignore them. And set time limits. If a problem arises, give yourself a set time to analyze it, think about it, and then move back to your productive workload. Don't dwell for too long on that negativity. Look for learning, not blame. How many times have we heard that statement from our CEO? He is somebody who likes to learn from things without blaming anybody else. When things go wrong, view them as data for the future, to be able to improve rather than a personal failure to yourself. I am convinced and sure that when we see Victory with Ash and the next business after that,
see the next business after that. A business. I don't get paid like you think. You don't get paid at all. Right now. You did. You did get paid like $8,000. It's not a lie. It was public information. It's public information. And you want to talk to the recovering Hunbot about that. I don't think Red's going to get your birthday message here. Ash cannot run a business. He has an 8-year director's bar. Read the SEC case. I did. More times than you, apparently.
We are going to be absolutely astounded.
You did get paid, though. Even in super chats, you were getting paid. I know you don't want anyone else to know that. But, oh well, that's not my problem. I'm not even the one that blasted that. That was the recovering Hunbot that called you out on that. Right?
And part of this is because our CEO has learned from the things that went wrong before and put in place those improvements rather than thinking that this is a personal setback.
A personal setback. A personal setback. Yes, I do. I get super stickers sometimes, and super chats, and PayPals, and I have membership for my work. Yep. Yep. What's your point? That's just for doing YouTube. Are you here to do YouTube, or were you here to run a business?
The last thing I want to talk to you about is when to pay attention. If a bad thing directly threatens your business, employment safety, or legal compliance, it must be addressed immediately. Again,
yeah, like how Ash isn't supposed to have anybody promoting ventures on his behalf. And that's why he told all of you to shut up and not go live. But then we're here reacting to Red. We're going live, you know? Paying tens of millions of dollars to settle a case is a setback, I'd say. I've been a channel member for 61 months. That's right. That's right. Anyone can get paid through YouTube. That's not against the law. No, it's not. But it's just interesting how Ash Mufara would donate to certain people, isn't it? And what would be donated. And yeah, we took note of all of it.
I am convinced and sure that a lot of the reasons for our speed of what is happening at the moment is directly attained because of that things need to be put in place so that those legal things, legal compliances, and other bits to do with the business have to be put in place first before they are released to us. So in short, your approach is effective because it allows you to be proactive rather than reactive.
But proactive at doing what? What are you doing? Readying yourself for nothing. We're going to be here for 8 years, just waiting around.
It acknowledges that while problems exist, focusing on the solution is more productive than dwelling on the problem. So let's all block out that noise. Don't dwell on it. Focus.
Focus. Don't dwell on the noise. Don't listen to the people telling you the truth. The truth about the SEC case. Listen to Chris Johnson instead.
On our own goals of what we are going to try and achieve. And
yeah, in life, we can't really have goals here, Red. Nobody knows what this is. Apparently, it's a secret.
Alongside our CEO and Victory with Ash, we are going to learn how to be successful moving in to the next business.
You're going to learn how to be successful off of someone that has never been successful. Awesome. I can't wait. You know? Lord. Here is the difference. Any money I get through my YouTube, 99% goes to Seeds Academy. Yeah, because you think you can get it back on a tax write-off. Well, we're wondering about your Seeds Academy as well. We've looked into that. Seems kind of scammy, Chris. And the other 1% goes to certain individuals, not me at all. That's nice. I don't care what you do with the money you get through your YouTube. That's not what I was upset about. You know? Concentrating on the wrong thing again.
That's it from me for today, guys.
Oh,
I hope you've enjoyed it. I'll be hopefully back around later on this week. Keep your eyes open for any new updates. Things are certainly moving. Keep that focus, and we will be A-OK. That's it from me. Bye for now.
Bye for now, Red. And happy birthday. Happy birthday, since it's your birthday today. An AOL email. I forgot my password for mine. I never had one because I'm in Canada. Seeds Academy is real. Sure. You see, you just keep being negative. Oh no, not the truth. Ash Mufaro is going to save all of humanity and make all of your dreams come true with his non-company that's not going to pay you any commissions. But you're all going to become millionaires somehow from this non-company that doesn't pay commissions. How you get paid and what you do is a secret. Yeah, no, sounds completely legit. You just gotta be an educational platform first for several years, most likely. You know, it's taken you over a year to upload one class. But I am sure it's starting any day now. Coming soon, done deal, in it to win it. And all the other stuff. You know, I already won, dude. Hashtag Queen always wins. I don't need to spread lies. That's all you. I'm getting tired of you, though. I'm getting tired of you, sir. You're just here to have a knip shit in my comment section because you don't like the truth being spread about your scam. And your con artist of a CEO who's been scamming since the 90s. You don't like it when I speak the truth on who you actually are. That's not my problem. Take it up with your therapist. You should probably get one if you don't have one. Anyway, my fabulous, beautiful naysayers of naysayers, whatever you want to call yourselves, today, we have made it to the very, very end. We have made it to the end of our amazing Victory with Ash OnPassive Sayers with Nay SaturYAY. And it is time for our story time. So make sure that you get very, very comfy. Grab your blankie, grab your favorite stuffy, and settle in. Although this story time isn't like other story times. It might not be a settling in kind. It might be a continue with your day kind of story time. You know? And here we are. You're right, Chris. Maybe I could stream to more than 10 people if I just ran scams. Then I could get 23,000 subscribers. Lying to everyone. If she's lying, please correct her. Maybe make a video if it keeps raining this weekend. That's right. That's right. So we have a very, very special story time today. Let's get into it. A story time from Victory with Ash. Very, very special. This one is actually brought to us by Chris Dow. Planet Chris. Enough out of you, Chris Johnson. It's time for this Chris to have a light shed on them. All right, we're shining the light. Let's unwind, get comfy. That's right. Yes, the truth will always set you free from your MLM scheme. So Chris Dow posted quite an interesting story time. But first, we just need to talk about this, okay? Because this was also posted. As you see, it says Victory with Ash. It has Ash holding up a world there. Has a picture of Chris. Some guy walking on a clock. And it reads, "A reset is more than a pause. It is a conscious realignment. It means freeing yourself from limiting beliefs, habits, and patterns that no longer serve you." So beautiful. So she posts a lot of things like this up on her Facebook. And good old Chris Dow here actually posted up quite a video story time that I cannot wait to share with all of you.
Are the author of your own story, and your story matters. Sometimes the book isn't written in the way we imagined when we first sat down to write. But let's embrace the plot twists, the forks in the road, and the sliding doors moments. Let's embrace it all not turning out how we hope. Let's embrace our unique story. Life is full of chapters. Some are breathtaking, while others are heartbreaking. But every chapter creates our unique story. Every chapter can be created with love. Every chapter we will look back on, and we will discover that everything has a way of working out. Sometimes even better than we imagined. You are the hero of your story. You are an inspiration to many. You matter. Your story matters.
Your story matters. Thank you, Chris Dow, for that wonderful, amazing story time. Turns out this week, Chris Dow told us that we were special and we mattered. So maybe we don't need Sherry. Sherry, come back. And that is it for this week's episode of A Story Time from Victory with Ash. So that was fun. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for coming here and hanging out with me today. I really appreciate all of you. And I really want to thank you all for being patient with me while I figured out my audio issues. I was really hoping to do this yesterday for a Friday. But, sometimes it's just not in the cards. And that's why we do SaturYAY sometimes. So I am very, very glad that I got to come and hang out with you all today. And I feel like my sound might be better than it's been in a long time. So, good news all around. Yes, it will, Chris, if you have the courage to face the truth. That's right. We love Sherry. We do. Anyone can get on a YouTube and bash people. That's all you have. We built this channel. Try being positive. I don't know if you're aware, but I was already a consumer protection advocate long before you existed. I was already on here speaking out about MLMs. What built my channel was actually my introduction video. A video I did about leaving Sensi, and then me getting into a fight with Tom Brooks from 90 Day Fiancé for outing him for doing organo gold. It had nothing to do with you. I already had eyes on me, and then I covered you see. Try being positive about scams and cults. Why would I do that? I'm here to speak out about coercive control and be a consumer protection advocate against scams and cults. Will you want me to start promoting Scientology to everyone? Anyone can show other people's YouTube and smash on them. Are you new to YouTube? Do you not realize that that's what most of commentary is people showing a video and saying, what the hell is this shit? This shit is crazy. And then commentating on it. That's what people do here. And nobody paid attention until you started talking about OnPassive. Sure, if you want to believe that. Right now, nobody even cares about OnPassive, as you see. Right now, everyone wants me to talk about BG Welshare. And we will be doing that. Now that my audio is fixed, the good news is I should have that video done. I'm trying to get my Richard Shay upload up by Tuesday, and that should all be going well. So we'll definitely do that. Try to get something going for Joe's birthday on Monday. Don't forget, MLM Monday is Joe's birthday. More AI toxic positivity. I'm shocked. Yes, we're going to play our outro. Don't worry. Your language is not professional. I'm not trying to be a professional. I'm trying to be an advocate. Sometimes you can't be too professional, you know? When you're out here actually trying to make a change. You know? So, I hope that all of you remember to celebrate Self-Care Saturday today. You know, even if the only self-care you do today is watching this live stream and taking some time to yourself, that's still something. Alrighty. Chris, Beth is working hard on exposing other scams run out of human trafficking compounds. This is serious stuff. It is. It is, and we've been doing some really great things behind the scenes, like I keep saying. Just not everything is something that I could talk about public right now. As you know, a lot of this stuff is serious stuff, and we need to make sure that things are moving smoothly with law enforcement and with all of that before we can, you know, kind of out things. Even CoffeeZilla wasn't going to talk about Goliath Ventures, right? If Danny's lawsuit was still going to go through. So just keep that kind of thing in mind. There's a lot going on right now. That's why my community tab posts have been dying, as I've already said on here. But it is because we are so busy doing stuff behind the scenes that, you know, things get in the way now. That's why my audio issues were just not good. I am playing professional and I get blocked. That's right, Joe. And then Megan does a whole video yelling at you. Oh my God. Anyway, I hope that you all have a fabulous weekend. Do remember to practice Self-Care Saturday today. Do something for yourself. Remind yourself that you are special and you are loved. And I will see you all for MLM Monday. Have a fabulous rest of your day and a fabulous weekend. I love all your faces, and like always, we're in it to win it. Let's go.
My name is Ash Mufara, and I'm your friend. My name is Ash Mufara, and I'm your friend.
I'm Mike Ellis, by the way.
Call me Reverend Jim Jones, okay? Let's go to Guyana, all right? No joke. If that's the call. Hey.
Everybody stay! Let's stop watching the bad people!
That negative YouTube channel has got more followers on it than I do on my own. It breaks my heart.
And I'm your friend.
Have a good weekend, everyone!
Friend.
Woo!
My name is Ash Mufara. If you're rude, if you've been doubting or sighing, or we know who you are.
Stop going there. She wants to be the first to make us look silly. Yeah, Queen of Karma's on there asking for a debate. That's the lady I brought out. Her debate was Screaming at Ash. And another Queen of Karma person. Asking about why don't we answer the question about religion. I think we've answered that over and over again. I've been answering them over and over. It's not the answer you want, but yeah. Call me Reverend Jim Jones, okay? Let's go to Guyana. No joke.
Alright, this is a great way to start your day. Come here and tune in to Crazy Man talking about their experiences. My name is Ash Mufara, and I'm your friend.
I'm Mike Elch, by the way.
I love all your faces. Bye, everybody.
Your friend.
Stop going there. That negative YouTube channel has got more followers on it than I do on my YouTube channel. It breaks my heart.
And I'm your friend. My name's Ash Mufara.
Stop going there. Yeah, Queen of Karma's down there.
My name's Ash Mufara, and I'm your friend.
Let's go to Kaya.